So all of your boxes, in this case, you will have everything the same. Okay, all the boxes should be upper and lowercase. Okay? All right, so homozygous dominant. Do we have any boxes that have two capital letters? Nope, so that's going to be 0. Homozygous recessive. Any boxes with two lowercase? Nope, that'll be 0. And then heterozygous? 100. Now, just so we're clear, what color eyes would their offspring have? Brown. Brown. It's all going to be brown. Even if they carry the recessive, remember that dominant trait, even if there's just one, is all going to cover up whatever recessive trait that is, and all you're going to see is the dominant trait. Now, if they end up having children themselves, they have a better chance of having children with a different eye color than themselves. Okay, because it depends on who they pair up with and what their genes are. Okay, so that's kind of how that works. All right, any questions so far? All right, let's go ahead and go to your grid paper. And go ahead and create your own kind of square on there. So these are pretty simple. We're going to start adding a little more detail. These next two ones that we're going to do, we're going to do 2. This is the first one. And we're going to start adding a little more detail to this. So go ahead and draw a kind of square. It doesn't have to be huge, but you don't need to make it tiny. Which one? Yes.
Is that the one in front, or do we flip it?
If you have no more room on the front, you can go ahead and do that next page. Oh, you got room on the front. Okay, you can go ahead and do it on the front. Okay, so dark hair is dominant to light hair. So we're going to use the letter D for this, as it states on the front screen. Okay, capital D is dark hair, lowercase d is light hair. Mom is capital D, lowercase d, and dad is 2 capital D's. I need you to give me the percentages of homozygous dominant, homozygous recessive, and heterozygous. I need you to give me the total percent of that could have dark hair. I need you to give me a percent that could have light hair. And I want you to give me all possible genotypes for the square and all the possible phenotypes for the square. So we're adding a few more pieces of information I'm asking you to think about and come up with. in just a moment. Okay. Again, it does not matter where you put mom and dad. I'm gonna put mom along the side, dad along the top, just as long as you get the same amount of the information exactly like you see it in the same amount of boxes, you're good. Okay, dad will be along the top. So you should end up having two boxes with two capital D's and two boxes with upper and lowercase d. Now, it might be arranged a little differently if you change mom and dad around, but you should have at least two boxes of two uppercase d's and two boxes of upper and lowercase d. Does anyone have any questions about the square itself before we move on to this other side? Okay, homozygous dominant. How many boxes do we have up there? Two, which is 50%. Homozygous recessive, do we have any? No, 0%. And then heterozygous? 50. Okay. So what color hair would these two give us? Dark. And what color hair would these two give us? Dark. Remember, as long as you have one capital letter, that is a trait that's going to show. It does not matter what follows behind it. If you have at least one capital letter, that is going to be what is going to show. So what percentage of dark is this going to be? 100. They do not have, based on this, there is no way they're going to be able to have children with light hair, based on this information. Okay? Now, what's all the possible genotypes that this square is showing us? So we're going to have two answers here because there's only two answers on the square. Omar? Yes. So if I ask you all the possible genotypes, you have to look at your square, and you have to be able to recognize that. Now, you might have more than one of the same. You only list it once. So it says two up there, so you don't have to put DD twice or two capital D's twice. Okay, phenotypes. What is, if you're looking at these kids, what would be the only phenotype that would be possible? Yes, dark hair. Okay, does that make sense? If it doesn't, guys, we need to ask questions, okay, so I can clear up any confusion. All right, we're gonna do one more. Now, this is gonna be a little bit harder because now you're gonna have to start picking out vocabulary words and start thinking, okay, what do I need to use? So we'll do one more Punnett square. Start seeing here shortly story properties. And you gotta understand what to look for to get the information you need. All the story properties you're gonna encounter have everything you need